Well, I think I had a conversation with you before we came on air, and is the confusion between the urban gospel and contemporary gospel. I get confused, and I know there are so many people who get confused as well. Even the artists, they get confused. Some of them are doing urban gospel music, and they say, oh, I'm doing contemporary. So let me ask Ninoy, is there any difference, or is it the same thing?
You see, this is where the confusion is. Let me start. Let me give some history. You know when gospel music really started in Ghana? It was more high life and reggae came in. So predominantly, that's what people knew gospel music. Then somewhere around 2008, or even before that, when the Danny Nettys 2001, 2002 started contemporary gospel, trying to do what the US people were doing, the Kirks, the Donnies were doing, the Black Americans were doing. They called it contemporary gospel. And in that sense, they had a lot of people leading the way, and they were influencing a lot of people here in Ghana. When Danny Netty, Reverend Tom Bright David, Reverend Eric Kwapong, they started that line. They were influencing a lot of guys because a lot of guys were backing them, Joe Metals, Denzels, Emojis, they were backing them. So they were influencing a lot of these guys. Then a lot of these guys was, okay, let's also break out. When they were breaking out, they found comfort in contemporary gospel. And this one here started some event, Next Generation Gospel Artists. Project. I started bringing them out. So now we started classifying them as contemporary gospel artists. You understand? So it took a while for them to even understand that, okay, this is what let's just leave it and let's just call ourselves gospel artists. And I think that that's what helped that sector of people to say, okay, now we are gospel artists. So, and now that they say they are gospel artists, now they are influencing some of the people who are doing the high life, do that feel of contemporary.
Okay.
So now you feel that in their songs. So I think that's what the urban guys must start doing. Because they've been calling themselves urban. Because that time that Fifi was doing the Next Gen project with the first project, that's Joe Metal, Emoji, that project, I think 2011, thereabout. The urban gospel guys were there. We had preachers, we had a certain group. There were also three preachers and another group.
Street disciples?
Street disciples, and all of that. All these guys were there. And these guys were championing a cause, you know, with Jay Smoke.
Yeah, Jay Smoke.
And people are still not paying that, even though they are getting some level of, but people are still not getting that they are still not getting that attraction that they need to get. So me, if you ask me, I think that they should take off the urban. Now they should understand themselves that they are gospel artists. Now, so that they can help themselves. Because you see, let me give you an example. When Kobe was performing Never Forget, ministering Never Forget with Kofi Kakari on the stage and Kofi's event, it was a high life feel.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a high life feel. Kobe can attest to it. Were you there?
Yeah,
you see, it was high life.
Grateful service.
So you didn't feel the urban...
It was high life. I mean, it was more high life. So at the end of the day...
so they have to come back to...
No, so if you ask me, I think that they should just take off the urban. Accept the fact that...
But what makes them
when we come to...
What makes them urban?
Like what Fifi said, rap, hip-hop, Afrofusion, Amapiano... You know, those things that are hippie, that for the younger, Christozonto, drill, you know, those things that make it urban. It's fine. I think that they should have that definitions in their heads and when they come to the gospel discussions. But when we come out, they are gospel artists. They should accept the fact that they are gospel artists. Kobe Sam himself, 5 years ago, he was championing that the VGMA has a category for urban gospel music. But it's still not happened. I think that it's time for us to move on and say, okay, you're all gospel artists.
But not when it seems to be getting the kind of attention.
Yeah.
I mean, when you go to empowerment, and there are certain churches that I have been, and I've seen how everybody seemed to be very, very energetic when we're playing these.
So do you know what that's going to bring? It's going to influence the kind of gospel music we do in Ghana. Just like how the Joes influence the kind of gospel music.
Would it be a positive influence?
It will be a positive influence. So they should call themselves gospel artists. And that influence...
hold
on. And that influence will run... Oh, because like I told you, like you see, for instance, Empress will not do a song like Jesus Overdue. Till this contemporary gospel song, you know, even Ohima. Look at the kind of songs Ohima is doing now. She will not do those kind of songs. So that influence from contemporary gospel came in. So if they accept themselves that, okay, we are part of the whole, they will influence some of these things. And some of these styles and things will change. You understand? So that's what I think, that's how I think. So for after this discussion, I don't think we should discuss about gospel.